I never thought I was a boy. As a child, I was full of joy. Teachers called me Pansy, but I did not mind. I was blissfully unaware they were being unkind. I was happy at being applauded on TV. That applause was enough for me. At the age of 12, I left school and found how happy I was just looking around. I chose my own books, learned why we were here. I had no troubles and I had no fear. Then puberty came and I was in a mire. I began to wonder and I began to inquire. On my 18th birthday I cried all day. I didn't fancy girls and I was not gay. I went to a club with an acquaintance one week, but in that club they thought me a freak. Heterosexual men were the ones for me, but I was just James and they could not see. When my dream came true and my body complete, I thanked the universe for being so sweet. Finally, my body had caught up with my mind. The universe had listened and was being kind. Women's clothing were chosen by me. I tried to look the best I could be. After 22 years, I could dress like a girl. I walked the town in a whirl. My agent Max Clifford said, "Tell the press," and at the time, I was under duress. My operation had put my family in debt. That was one of my biggest regrets. I knew I'd make money on TV, and then the debt would be settled by me. I ranted in the papers, I went on TV. I was revealed as Lauren for all to see. Life on the streets became insane. Passers-by would call me names. Tranny, weirdo, shirt-lifter freak, but I didn't allow them to make me weak. Some called insults as their cars passed by. I would try to be strong, I would try not to cry. If relatives saw me, they'd turn in fright. How could they be seen with such a sight? Some cousins took me out to eat, but they criticised me from head to feet. They did not like to be seen with what they thought was a freak. They were too insecure, they were just too weak. I was wearing a wig because my hair was too short when a girl pulled it off, just for sport. Bigots would throw bricks into our space. When we answered the door, the bullies would race. Once the bigots broke in when I was alone. Before help arrived, they had broken my cheekbone. They left my face weak, prone to swelling and pain. My dad caught one and we weren't bothered again. My publicity spread as far as Dubai. While there, a man spat in my eye. But those who loved me kept me strong. They knew the others were so very wrong. Automatically, a woman ordered me out of the gym. For me to be in the ladies was such a sin. Then I went on Celebrity BB, and Lauren was there for all to see. Somehow folk began to understand. Someone even asked to hold my hand. Most understood how I tick, that I am not weird, that I am not sick. I am just the woman I was born to be. My soul is bare for all to see. But attraction in men I don't evoke. Some don't see a girl, they see a bloke. I'd like to say I don't give a damn, that men care who I am. But sometimes for love I yearn, from a man who takes time to learn. A man who will give me a sexy stare, a man who is strong and doesn't care. A man who would hold my hand and walk, a man who understands, a man who could talk. I am Lauren, who I think is great, but I will postpone finding a mate. Although I am caring, pretty and kind, I have other things on my mind. I will always be remembered and on TV because that is where I am meant to be. Some TV producers think I'm great. Other TV producers are afraid and get in a state. We must make an impact on this world. We must keep prejudice unfurled. We will make folk loving and good by teaching them to love as they should. Why should we cast judgment on our peers? We have the same problems, we have the same fears. We're on the same journey, we share the same fight. To judge someone else, we have no right. Whether transgender, gay or black, don't talk about folk behind their back. Don't babble and bicker and stare and hate. If you understood that person, they could be your soulmate. Our souls are actually all the same, so please don't hate. It's such a shame. Thank you for taking the time to listen. If I've done my job, your eyes will glisten.